I just don't get it, man. I just don't get it. 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougsstewartshow.com. When we get back from the break, man, let's jump into last night's game. We've talked about a bunch of secondary stuff that we had to, but we definitely need to get into the game last night, man. You had one freaking job. And why? Why are dual threat quarterbacks now second-class citizens out this bitch? We'll talk about it up next on the Doug Stewart Show. Imagine if your business could interchange skilled engineering and technology professionals as easy as, say, you can change a high-end car part. Now, hear this out. If you could, when one highly trained, skilled employee left the firm due to growth, dismissals, maternity leave, or retirement, you could replace that lost employee, that lost part, so to speak, with another one that fits their position perfectly. Just like that, your automotive, manufacturing, financial, or healthcare business is off and running again, like nothing ever happened. Now, people aren't parts. Obviously, the company's not suggesting you treat them that way. Far from it. But if you had a resource that allowed you to find and hire the exact type of highly skilled, already trained, and ready to go employee you needed, with the attitude and aptitude to work perfectly with your established staff, you can lower your costs significantly. How? Simple. Hiring and training new employees is expensive. Losing a trained employee because they didn't have what you needed or didn't fit in the group is also expensive. If you could always find the right people, you could lower costs significantly, get higher productivity from your entire staff, and grow your business using the best, most reliable, most highly skilled people. That, in a perfect nutshell, is exactly what Seek Recruiting LLC can do for your business. That's SEEC. That's because Seek Recruiting is talented professionals and careers connected. When you need skilled experts, Seek Recruiting LLC has them ready to go. Call 888-991-5833 to contact one of their highly skilled reps today. That's 888-991-5833 to contact one of their highly skilled reps today. Seek Recruiting LLC, talented professionals and careers connected. All entrepreneurs, internet marketers, multi-level marketers, business people, social network gurus, social networkers, and advertisers meet on ORUsocial.com to maximize your traffic and get targeted traffic to increase your revenue and your company production. ORU is a powerful platform for entrepreneurs, networking, and social networking. Register today and grow your personal and business engagement. Don't forget, it's a social platform, so upload your profile and let's go. ORUsocial.com. That's ORUsocial.com. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. You had one stinking job, man. One stinking job. Punkin' ass kickers. Ooh, I hate kickers. It's not an original thought, but it's my thought. I hate you bastards. I hate you. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. TDSS Weekend 2. Fantastic, freaky, funny Football Friday. We're going to give you the Funky Four biggest games in college football and in the NFL a little bit later today. Stay tuned for that, man. You can call the show at 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougsstewartshow.com. The Denver Broncos, man, they beat the Carolina Panthers last night 21-20. Kicker Graham Gano. We should have added his ass to the busted list if I would have thought about it, to the boiled penis list. Kicker Graham Gano, man, missed a 50-yard field goal attempt in the final seconds. It was 50 yards, but still, you got one freaking job. I'm not giving your ass no slack. I'm not giving you no slack. For people that don't understand, for ladies that listen to the Doug Stewart Show, the reason why I and former players in particular always seem to have this theme about hating kickers is because they only do one thing. Like when everybody is in practice and you're in two-a-days in August and even throughout the season, they're not butting heads against other grown-ass men that eat and lift weights day in and day out. You know, they don't do anything like that. They're on the side kicking. You should be 100% kicking the damn ball. I don't care it was 50 yards. Damn it, you need to practice more 50-yard kicks then if that's the case. It was a 50-yard field goal. You should have made it. You made all your other field goals the damn night, and you didn't make the damn final one that they needed. And you lost the game because of that. So Graham Gano, you a buster today, even though you're not a ball penis nominee. A lot of controversy, a lot of commentary coming about Cam Newton and some of the shots that he took last night in the game. Brandon Marshall hit Cam in the face mask just as he released a pass last night. The big hit that everybody in America is talking about is the shot that Cam Newton took at the very end of the game where it was a slobber knocker. I mean, okay, a slobber knocker is a big hit for people. I always use these phrases or whatever, these sports phrases. It was a slobber knocker. Head-to-head contact. Cam Newton's the quarterback. Cam Newton's the MVP. Now, they call the flag, and my man Uncle Mike said something about this in the chat room on Spreaker.com about how, you know, the penalty flag was thrown for the excessive hit to the quarterback, but they also called grounding because Cam didn't throw the ball back to the line of scrimmage. And Uncle Mike said something about in the chat room, but this is something I'd already have been prepared to talk about. That rule needs to change. If you are able to change the motion of the quarterback where he can't throw the ball, where he can't complete his arm action, that should be offsetting. That shouldn't be offsetting, I guess is the better way to say it. Cam didn't have an opportunity to fully release the football because he got hit in the freaking chin. You got to change that. You got to change that rule because it doesn't make sense. How are you going to penalize him for something where the penalty that caused him not to be able to execute his throw comes into play? So I think that was a bad call in itself, and I'll just ask anybody, and I'm not the only one saying this once again, but the only thing that I can think about in watching Cam Newton last night getting beat the hell up by the Denver Broncos is if this were any other quarterback, any other well-known quarterback. You can think anybody in the world. You can throw in Tom Brady. You can throw in Aaron Rodgers. You can throw in Andrew Luck. You can throw in, I don't care who it is, Joe Montana, Dan Marino. With the rules today as they are in the NFL, if your quarterback or if a quarterback gets hit like Cam got hit last night several times on national TV, not only would that person be penalized, which they missed a couple of the flags last night, but they would be ejected and they would be fined. Now, there's still some time to find out if those guys, Darren Stewart, the guy that hit Cam the very last part of the game, the NFL's probably going to fine him substantially. They may suspend him a game or two. I say they suspend him more than a game or two because that was flagrant. And also, here's a quote. We wanted to make sure we got to him. Safety T.J. Ward said, here's a quote now. Every time he ran, we tried to put helmet and shoulder pads on him. What? You aren't supposed to use your helmet. Wait a minute. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. This is a quote from a player on the Denver Broncos defense. We tried to put helmet and shoulder pads on him. I don't know about you, but to me that sounds like Bounty Gate type conversation. They had planned. He used the word helmet to put helmet on Cam Newton. Not only helmet, but as it came out last night, helmet to helmet. Trevor Siemian, 18 for 26, 178 yards, threw 2 interceptions. The 2 interceptions weren't good, obviously, but one of them was kind of circumstantial. It was a tip pass. Siemian did last night, for the most part, what the Broncos need. And I've been saying this as well. I don't understand why everybody in America has basically, canceled out the season for the Denver Broncos. They have the exact same defense they did last year. They do. Peyton Manning sucked last year. That's not the problem. So all you do is you get a guy in there, and this is the reason why Siemian's starting. You get a guy in there that's going to protect the football. Hand the ball off to the C.J. Anderson kid, who, by the way, is very unheralded, played great last night. He's sneaky good, okay? But you bring in the quarterback and you tell him, whatever you do, man, don't give the ball to the other team. And the Denver Broncos should be fine. I don't know if they're going to win a Super Bowl this year, but they should be fine. If they put in a quarterback that doesn't turn the ball over, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, they should be fine. Cam Newton last night, solid game as well. Under duress, all night long. They made a couple of adjustments, as I talked about yesterday. One big adjustment, my man Chris Collinsworth pointed out last night. Cam wasn't dropping back as far in the pocket, which was very good. So Von Miller, when he came for that outside rush, there was nobody there because Cam was further up in the pocket. I thought that was a great adjustment, and they just didn't find a way to hold on to the game, and the kicker screwed the game up for them. Bottom line is this, man. And we've been talking about this over the last couple of weeks here, seemingly. And I guess more so starting last week on the conversation about all the dual-threat quarterbacks in college football and how great all of those guys did this past weekend. It's as simple as this, man. You know what these dual-threat quarterbacks remind me of? They remind me of black people in the 60s where their entire lives – they've been treated like second-class citizens. And now, I'm serious, man. I'm serious. And now they just want to be treated like everybody else. I'm serious. They treat dual-threat quarterbacks, and you know that dual threat has this negative connotation on it that the media has put out there and football hierarchy in general, that a dual-threat quarterback is bad. Which is crazy. How can being able to do more than one thing be bad? Okay? So you'd rather be a single-threat quarterback than a dual-threat quarterback. That's dumb as hell. That's dumb as ish. And so I don't know what it is, man, and I guess it's a process just like equal rights, just like once again, as I said, it feels like black people back in the 60s trying to fight for civil rights. Like, they have this negative connotation on a man that's just bad. And Cam Newton, I don't want to hear no crap about he's bigger and this, that, and the other. They treat him like Shaquille O'Neal. That's got nothing to do with nothing. Cam Newton is a quarterback. The NFL, y'all been protecting quarterbacks to the hilt for the last 6, 7, 8 years. You can't touch a quarterback. You can't breathe on a quarterback. They beat the hell out of that ninja last night. But you know what, though? I'm a calm down, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. I got to give some shots out to people that have donated to the show today and bought your boy a beer. When we get back from the break, I'm going to tell you why I'm not going to get too crazy. And I guess I've already gotten a little bit crazy. But on a day like today and what I saw last night, what I witnessed last night, I would have been fool up in here. Okay? But I'm not. I'm not going to go fool, and I'll tell you why when we get back from the break. I'm good. I'm done with it. I'm cool. I'll tell you why when we get back from the break. I'll tell you why when we get back from the break, man. For the record, though. For the record. That's some bullshit what I saw last night. Excuse my French. Listen, there's no other way to say it. BS wouldn't have done right. That didn't sound right. That was the perfect opportunity to use the entire word. That was some bullshit last night. Seriously. And anybody that tries to argue, I saw this Mike this morning, Mike Golick, was trying to cast these aspersions about how, is this, that, and the other. That's a lie. You hit Tom Brady the way that Cam Newton got hit last night, your ass would be arrested on the spot. And throw your ass in jail and throw away the key. And you know I'm not lying. Back in 3 minutes.
Ladies, have you been experiencing tough times lately? Is your man not eating the potato salad the way he used to? Things a little stressful at work? Well, I'm sure your girls have told you that